What's up, people, and welcome back to another episode of Ghetto Gospel. So where we left off at, last week, we got into one of the most important stories in the Bible. The story of Abraham sacrificing his one and only son because God told him to. We talked about how Isaac was probably way older than most folks think he was when it happened. And we talked about how Isaac was probably on some level on the same page that Abraham was. And now we caught up. So last time we saw Abraham's wife Sarah was back in chapter 21 when she was telling her old man to kick out his baby mama and his son. She was around 91 at the time. Fast forward here to chapter 23, and the first thing it says is that Sarah lived 127 years, and that was it. She died. Now after Sarah died, it say Abraham mourned and wept for her. So when he pulled himself together, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if you ever finished mourning somebody that you love. He had to figure out where he was gonna bury her. So it say that Abe went to holler at the Hittites. Abe came at them boys like, now y'all know I ain't from around here. Let me have a plot so I could bury my dead. So they was like, nah, bruh, you a prince of God to us. Bury your dead in the best plot we got. Ain't none of us gonna hold down on you. So then Abraham bowed down and he was like, if you gonna let me bury my dead, then go and ask your boy Ephraim to let me have that cave at the end of his field. Tell him I'll buy it right here for everybody to see, and I'll pay the full price for it. Homeboy Ephraim that owned the cave was sitting there with his people. And what he said was, oh man, I'll give you that field and the cave. Y'all, I'ma just let him have it. Go and bury your dead. So everybody heard him say that. Abraham could have just let it roll like that, but he didn't. He bowed down again and was like, come on, bruh. Listen, let me pay you what the field worth. Take this bread for it and let me bury my dead there. Man, that land ain't worth but 400 shekels of silver. That much silver cost you about $300 if you bought it today. What's that between you and me? Go and bury your dead. So Abraham agreed to that price and paid that man his money with everybody watching. And from that point forward, the field, the cave, and all the trees on the field was Abraham's. Everybody who was at the city gate saw the transact go down. And then he buried Sarah in the cave. And wouldn't you know it, this cave just so happened to be not too far from one of them spots where God told Abraham that this land was going to belong to him and his descendants. So that's it for this week. If you feel like you're missing something, you are. That stuff gonna be an extended cut that's dropping on Wednesday. If you don't know Jesus, but you trying to get to know him, check out that first link in the description down there. I'll see y'all Wednesday. And as always, peace, and I hope y'all people straight.